I'm an Indigenous man from New South Wales. I've got 2 kids of my own. You know, they love footy, love swimming. That's my life, and I loved it. But all of a sudden, your life's turned upside down. Your whole life's just, it's like it was taken from me, you know. Every day I woke up hoping I was going to die, you know, and I had suicidal thoughts every single day, you know. I didn't want to be here. The pain was too much. I had a bad upbringing. I went through a family of domestic violence and drinking all the time, and you know, seen a lot of bad stuff happening with me parents wise, you know. And when I was 14, when my mum died, you know, things only got worse, you know, like, you know, me and my younger brother, we had to fend for ourselves. When I left school, you know, I started out in the cotton and doing a bit of farm work around, and once the drought hit, there was no work, so I went to an employment agency. Once I started out in the shearing sheds, I started rouse mounting for a bit, and I was like, oh, looked at that handpiece, I was like, give me a go at that. And before you knew it, you know, I got a pen and I was into it and I was pumping, I loved it. One day, I picked a few boys up from the railway and I headed out to the shearing shed. It was another day, we were crutching at the time actually, and we got into it, we loaded up, and I got to the first stand, which was a single stand, and it was broken down, so I had a double pen to myself, which that means your drag is twice as long, and there's a lot more sheep in the pen, and you know, it's hard to get the sheep out. And when I grabbed one, I was just walking back, you know, and I hit the back of a downward chute inside of a pen, twisted, then I screamed and calling for help. When I first hit the deck after dragging that sheep out, when I fell, I heard a click. I knew it just, something went inside my spine, and the pain, I was just, when I tried to get up, I was just pain that you wouldn't imagine, you know. And that's like, I thought I broke my back. Boys picked me up and drove me to the hospital, and I knew I was in trouble. You know, when a grown man, tears start to come from your eyes, you know you're in big trouble. I had a very big bulging disc, and I couldn't move. And all of a sudden, I've been told in a few weeks' time I'm getting a spinal fusion. After the spinal fusion, every day, you know, I wake up in the morning and I hope to die, you know. It's only because of my kids and my wife or my fiance that kept me going every single day. But every day I woke up hoping I was going to die, you know, and I had suicidal thoughts every single day, you know. I didn't want to be here. The pain was too much. I just didn't know how I was going to provide for the family. I didn't know what I was going to do. It was a nightmare, you know. Like I was the one that paid the mortgage, I paid the food, I was doing all that, you know. That's how my life is to believe. That's what a man does. When I first found law partners, I was sitting at home and I was like, I had a friend tell me, you know, you got to get a solicitor behind you because this is a serious injury, this is the rest of your life. So I googled a few contacts and I found one in Parramatta and law partners. I said, I'll just ring Parramatta, and I rang and had a yarn and put me onto a great solicitor, and away I went. Everything took off, and every time I spoke to law partners, everything was so clearly spoken towards me, you know, and everything I wanted or needed, you know, they helped in every single way, and it was just great. I cannot doubt them. I was at a point one day where I was that bad with my suicidal thoughts that I was talking to one of the people on the phone, to the law partners, and I said, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna do it, you know. And I went outside and I had rope there. I wanted to end my life. I was done, you know. And like I said, they were my rock, you know. I was stressed out. I'd ring them and tell them my struggles and what I was thinking about, and they would help me through it. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, they were like a counsellor towards me. They were that good, you know. And I recommend them to anyone, you know. And they were awesome. I'm going on 34 now, and you know, my life's ahead of me, and hopefully I can get into one of the schools and help the Indigenous community, or you know, help anyone, you know, and talk to the younger kids that's going through mental illness and having a bad upbringing, and you know, talking through that there is a life out there. You can change, and you can change for the best. You don't have to take the bad path. You don't have to use drugs. You don't have to use alcohol. You can do this. You know, you just got to put your mind to it.